Turn it up. Yeah. Call all the deacons up. Call them up now. Ask if we linking up. Ask if we linking up. What time no sleeping time? 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 Call up the deacons, bro. Call them up now. Ask if we linking up. Ask if we linking up. What time no sleeping time? What time no sleeping time? Wake up the sleeping tribes. Wake up the sleeping tribes. Call up the deacons, bro. Call them up now. Ask if we linking up. Now. What time no sleeping time? 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 Call all the deacons up. Call them up now. Ask if we linking up. What we linking up? What time no sleeping time? Any minute now. Wake up the sleeping tribes.
I said I had to call him up. I made the phone call a Deke like, what's up? Is you ready for war? He replied, been ready for war. Been ready for a battle with swords. And I respect him cause he fought many wars. I humble down to what the scriptures say and give doubles to the elders that been leading the way. I know it's hard in this walk and they've been walking for years. So when I'm weak in the flesh, they voice attend to my ears. A young man trying to soak the wisdom, gain the knowledge, apply the scriptures. Wrong decisions leave me senseless. Dear Lord, would you give me a chance? We all looking for the code to the gate. We all looking how to
get over here to the shores of America. By ships, you think you can find it in the Holy Bible? You think you'll be able to find that history in the Holy Bible? Somebody give me a mic. Somebody give me a mic.
I don't mean to be rude.
Oh look, watch this. Cause this is very important right here. Cause I have people walk around every day not knowing who they are. We are the only people on the face of the earth that don't know their nationality. But guess what we'll do? We'll fill out applications for jobs, and guess what we'll do? We'll put African American or we'll put black. When those are by word, when those names was given to us by our slave masters. We are the only people on the face of the earth that don't know their nationality. Why? Because it was took from us. Everything that belonged to us was took from us. Why? Because like the brother said in Deuteronomy 28:15, because we broke God's commandments. That's why we're in the situation we're in. Hell, like we said in Deuteronomy 28:16, the only thing you gotta do is turn around and look at our communities. It's desolate. When you come out your house, you don't get a great good smell of air. When we come out our houses, we gotta duck for gunshots. You know? Or a bad smell of garbage in the neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? Or you come outside, you got 5, 6 straight dogs all in your front yard, turn your garbage up. You never can't get your newspaper. These things are happening to us for a reason. Why? Because we broke our God commandments. Because he's not the God of the world. He's only the God of these people right here. This is how special we are. God chose us out of 18 nations on the planet Earth. That's how special we are. We are God's firstborn. Give verse 68. Watch this, sis.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
See, the word Egypt is synonymous with something, because you know the story of Moses on how he led the Israelites through the Red Sea. So that's when we left Egypt. After the 10 plagues, right? Did we go back into the land of Egypt? No. Because we went into what? We went into the land of Canaan. And later on, this the land that we inherited. Later on, it came the land of what? Israel. So watch this. Give me Exodus chapter 20, verse 2, so I can show you what the name Egypt really means. Because a lot of our people don't understand that the Bible has all the answers. Right. If there's a word in the Bible, guess what? You can go to another scripture and find the definition for that word.
Bring it out.
Watch this. Read what you got.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt was referred to as a house of bondage. Another word for bondage is slavery. So watch Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Read 68.
68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The key word in it is the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. And now we know that the word Egypt means slavery. So God, the Bible says, Moses letting the Israelites know, you're going to go into slavery again. How they going to go?
With ships.
Because we walked out of the land of Egypt. But you finna go back into slavery this time with what?
With ships.
And that was from 1492 to 1619, all the way up until now. We still in captivity. This right here is Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Can I have a pen?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Hey, get a sister a pen.
Okay.
Yeah, read all this. And guess what? We have a school right around the corner on 1661 Lamar Roselle.
That's right.
Because what's today? The day we're supposed to be what? Resting. This is God's Sabbath day.
That's right.
But the white man is so crafty, sis, that he has made Friday, Saturday, and Sunday what? The weekend. And then he pay you on what day? Friday. So you can what? Spend your money Friday, Saturday when he know that's the Sabbath day. Why you think the Roman Catholic Church changed the Sabbath day from Saturday to Sunday? So you can sun worship.
That's right.
That's what our people are doing Sundays in them temples. They are sun worshiping.
That's right.
That's why our God, he's a jealous God. We walk around here without a care in the world. Don't acknowledge our God until we are going through it. We don't acknowledge our God until we getting evicted, until one of us shot, or until one of our sisters pregnant and don't know who the baby dad is. That's the only time our people call on God. We're going to show you that we are the Israelites.
That's right.
And it's something required of us, totally different from everybody on the face of this earth. And that's to keep the commandments.
That's right.
Because everybody wants the kingdom of heaven, right? There's only one way you can get it. I'm going to show you. Give me Matthew 19 and 16. Then give me Revelation 21. Because the kingdom of heaven ain't for everybody.
I don't mean any disrespect, brother.
Hey.
I'm already 2 minutes.
All praise it. But as you walking out, listen to this scripture, because this Jesus Christ. Watch this. Read what you got. Matthew 19, verse 16. Because a young man came to Christ and asked Jesus Christ, how do you get the kingdom of heaven? Watch what Christ say.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I might have eternal life?
So he asked Christ, what good thing shall I do that I might have eternal life? Read on.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God.
So Christ told him, why you calling me good? Ain't nobody good but God. Read.
But if thou would enter into life,
but if you want the kingdom of heaven, you want to enter into life, do what?
Keep the commandments.
Do what?
Keep the commandments.
Our whole focus is keeping the commandments of God. That's our whole focus on earth, is to keep the commandments of God. That's the whole duty of man. That's the whole duty of man, is us keeping the commandments. Because when we not keeping the commandments, we against our God. And his face has been turned against us. That's why we can get killed with our hands up on live TV. That's why you can see slave trade on national TV now. They got slave trade on national TV. And who going through it? God's chosen people. But we go through so much and so many atrocities, our people think God ain't with us. Not knowingly, that's how he chastising us. Because if your kids break your rules in your household, what would you do to your kids? Punish them, right? That's what God been doing to us, punishing us. Give me that in Hebrews.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 7. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons.
Start at verse 11.
Verse 11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous.
So right now it says no chastening seem to be joyous. Don't nobody like being chastised. Don't nobody like getting a whooping. That ain't a joyous thing. That ain't a joyous feeling, read.
But grievous.
But what?
But grievous.
But that's a grievous feeling. Read on.
Nevertheless, afterwards of yielding the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are executed thereby.
It says, but after that, guess what they'll start to do? After you discipline your kids, guess what they'll start to do? They'll start to yield that peaceable fruit of righteousness by what? Keeping the laws of God, because that's what you have exercised them in, the laws of God. So right now the chastening don't seem to be joyous, but grievous to you. But guess what it's going to do? Through you being chastised, it's going to yield the peaceable fruits of righteousness. That's what our people are supposed to be yielding. The peaceable fruits of righteousness, which is God's laws.
Right.
That's what our people are missing. Give me Proverbs 29, verse 18 right fast. And then we're going to let the next soldier come up. You up next, bro. Going to need another reader. Shaka, now you going to read. How you doing, bro? Let me ask you a question. What's your nationality according to the Bible? Well, let me ask you this. What they call us as a nation of people in America? What they call us? What else? Come around this way. Watch this. You see this sign? Come look at this sign for me. This the name God gave us, right? He's the name our slave master gave us. Now, when we filling out anything, application, anything, if ethnic group, what is done for our ethnic group? It says African American or Black American, right? Can you find it in the Bible? Can you find African American or Black American in the Bible? Nah, we can't, can we? Where did these names come from? Because ain't Africa a continent? Ain't America a continent? So how can you be from two different continents? Matter of fact, Africa comes from a white man named Leo Scipios Africanus, who defeated Hannibal in the Second Punic Wars. And America comes from Americus Vespucci, who is an Italian map maker. So how can we come from two white men? Who are we? We don't know. You want to know why? Watch this. Give me Jeremiah 17, verse 4. I'm going to show you why we don't know here in America in 2017. Don't you know, bro, we are the only people, listen to this, the only people on the face of the earth that don't know their nationality. That's right. When we ask our people what's their nationality, guess what they give us? Guess what answers we get? They think we're talking about their religion, so they'll say, hell, I'm Baptist. I'm a Christian. No, nationality meaning what family of the earth do we descend from? We are the only people on the face of the earth that don't know. Watch this, read this.
This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance.
Now the Bible says, thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage. Read.
That I have given thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
And he what?
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
What we doing right now, every day we serving our enemies once we go into work, when we working in Church of Chicken, when we working in Family Dollar, when we working in Walgreens, when we working in Save a Lot, Kroger's. You see what I'm saying? All these, who own these places? Our enemies. Read.
In the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger.
That's why we didn't kindle a fire in God's. We didn't make God mad. We didn't piss God off. So guess what He did? He is punishing us. How did He punish us? Give me Deuteronomy 28. Read verse 15. Watch this. Read what you got.
This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Let me ask you something. Have you seen the movie 12 Years a Slave? You seen that movie? Watch this, read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? Now watch this. You said you seen the movie 12 Years a Slave, right? Now when I read this, when the brother read the scripture, start to think about the movie 12 Years a Slave and see will it come back to your remembrance. Watch this.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
You remember that happening in the movie? That literally happened to our people. Look at this, bro. What they auctioning off right there? Babies. This happened to our people. What we reading it at the Holy Bible. Why? Because the Bible is our history book. Don't think this Bible religion. The Bible has never been a religious book. The only reason our people think this is a religious book because the white man brought religion on earth.
That's right.
Read.
And thy eyes shall look and fall with longing for them all the day long.
What could that woman do on 12 Years a Slave? She cried all day long, did she? Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
Did she have any might to get her kids back? No, just like now, if they come to your house and feel like you ain't taking care of your kids up to the government standards and take your kids from you, is it going to be easy for you to get your kids back or hard for you to get your kids back? It's going to be hard. Why? Because we fell up under the curses of Deuteronomy 28:15 through 6 and we God's chosen people. That's why we go through it. Now watch this. Give me verse 46. Because you got ID in your pocket, driver license. You got ID, right? Watch this.
Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Now what's the day? The day out of curses that was in Deuteronomy 28:15. It said they were going to be upon us for a sign and for a wonder, and upon our seed forever. Now, like you said, you got ID in your pocket, right? It tell your name, it tell your height, it tell your weight, the color of your eyes, and your gender, right? So that's your identification, right? Guess what? The book of Deuteronomy 28:15 through 68 is our identification in the land of our captivities to show you who we are. So when somebody asks you who you are, you tell them, I'm an Israelite according to the Bible, and they ask you how you know, let's go to the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Now watch this, keep reading on it.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
You see, we ain't want to serve our God with joyfulness and gladness of heart. We don't want to serve our God with joyfulness and gladness of heart. Guess who our people serving right now? This is who our people serving. Who is this, y'all? Who is this? You black men got this tatted on you. All you basketball players, I know. I played basketball. A lot of you basketball players got white man Jesus tattooed all over your body.
Bring it out.
A lot of you athletes. A lot of you athletes. And then when our people get money, girl, guess what they do? What's the first thing these rappers gonna get? A what? A white Jesus piece. You see with them all of it on. All of them will get a word. Every time they get money, our people see it, they always got to do what? Get a Jesus piece. But who is it all? This person right here. This person right here. Who is this? Who is this? Your enemy. Your enemy. That tells you can do what you want to do. Why you think our people all out of whack? Because this man right here tell you, our people, you can do what you want to do.
That's right.
Like drink and drive like the sister doing with the baby in the car. That's what we do. That's what we do. Drinking and driving while the baby in the car ain't even in the car seat. We in astonishment. The lady at the red light, I just seen her hit the bar of Paul. Baby in the back seat, not even in a car seat.
Bring it out, Bring it out.
We tell our people all the time, it starts with us and it starts with the men.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? We so tough that we so tough, but we can't show love to one another. That's how tough we is now. So we walking down the street. Say we walking down the street. You coming this way, I'm coming that way. 9 times out of 10, one brother gonna feel a certain type of way, so he gonna look harder at the next brother for he won't what? Say nothing to him, right? But the first white person you see, how you doing today, Jim? Yeah, how you doing? How's the kids? But your brother, you gonna look at him all hard. What this nigga looking at? What, you got a problem? No. We have to come back to dealing with each other as men according to this right here. You see what I'm saying? This the only thing gonna get us right, bro. Jail ain't doing it.
Bring it out.
The only thing gonna get the black man right is this right here. This a solution to all our problems in the hood. This right here. Why? Because it gonna tell you what you need to do to get up out of the situation that you're in. That's what we have to do. We gotta acknowledge who we are in the land of our captivity. So when somebody asks you, bro, what's your nationality? Hell, I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And they ask you, man, how do you know that? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and read verse 30.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 30.
And you said you see the movie 12 Years a Slave, right? Now when we read this scripture, let's see when it come back to your remembrance.
Thou shalt betroth a wife.
Betrothed meaning you had a wife or you was promised a wife. Read.
And another man shall lie with her.
Who is that other man that had to lie with our wives? Who? The damn slave master.
Yes, right.
Just think about it, bro. Y'all stand in the shack, in the back. He got about 40 to 50 slaves, men and women and kids. Out of all the female slaves, he comes and gets your wife that night, take her from you, take her to the big house, do what he want to do with her, and probably call some of his partners, and they do what they want to do with her. But guess what she got to come back to? She got to come back to the slave shack and lay next to her husband. Now mentally, how do you think our people, how do you think our men and our women felt back then mentally? Yeah, that was like torture. Yeah, that was like torture. But guess what? How they was doing it back then, it's still going on today. Because the woman you got now, you don't know who she was sleeping with before you. That's why the Bible only deals with husband and wife. We never supposed to have all these boyfriend and girlfriend who was growing up. How it is now, it's so crazy that we know the Bible don't say boyfriend and girlfriend. The Most High deal with husband and wife. And what is not in the black community? What's not in our black communities? Husband and wives. What's in the black communities? Baby daddies and baby mamas. Baby daddies and baby mamas. You want to know why? Because the men minds ain't right, the women minds ain't gonna be right. It starts with us first. We have to be the men, we have to be the leaders of the community, and once the women see us change, they'll change. Hell, why you think every woman want to be a twerker now? Or want to dance on the pole? Because that's what our men like. Our men don't like a woman that's covered up for some reason. You want the woman that look like a whore. You want the woman that look like a streetwalker. You don't want that sister that's covered up. They got her head covered, they ain't got her titties showing. You don't want that, why? Because you can't see all her assets. Why you think we go to the sisters that got barely nothing on in the club? Why? That's what we think we like. Why? Because that's what we was taught. Because back then, guess what they made us? They made the young men breeders, and they made our sisters bed wenches. Read on.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
We built Master Big House. We built the White House. But do we stay in it? No. Look at our Northern Kingdom, brother, meaning the Hispanics. Look at all the apartment buildings and condominiums and stuff they build in downtown. Are they populating them? No. Read.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
Now, have you heard just last year Jack Daniels came out and actually admitted that they got their recipe from a black slave? But let me ask you something. That black slave that made their recipe and made Jack Daniels so rich, has his family seen any of those royalties? No. That's a curse. That's a curse. You know how much money they made out of Jack Daniels? They're the billions of dollars. But what happened? We broke God's commandments. That's why we going through what we going through. Watch this. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Mike Brown, Tamir Rice, Walter Scott, Freddie Gray, Sandra Bland. All of these people was killed by the hands of our oppressor. Where? In the city. The worst things happen to who? Our people were in the city. It don't matter where we at in the world. Bad things happen to us, and you know when we populate, because you gonna see what? The ghetto. Why you think the Good Time song was the way it was? Temporary layoff, good time. Why? Because when you get that temporary layoff from your job, you gonna have a good time. Because why? Because you've been oppressed on your job so long, you like, hell, let me have a good time before I find me another job. That's how much we oppress. You probably go to work and it's one person that probably piss you off every time you go to work, and you be mad as hell and be wanting to just click out, but you know you can't because you got a kid, because you got kids to provide for and you got bills to pay. That's why we be stuck in a rock we be stuck in two different spots, a rock and a hard place. And we've been so oppressed, so once we be oppressed so long, we'll do what? Yeah, we'll rise up. We'll rise up and strike. You ain't gotta do that. The Most High said, be angry and sin not. We gotta deal with our enemies, we gotta live peaceably with all men. So this Bible, that's what it's teaching us. The Bible teaches us our identity. The Bible teaches us our heritage. Our people don't even know we got Jesus Christ's blood running through our veins and we don't even know it. Our people don't even know why they're the best athletes, the best entertainers. They don't know why. They don't even know why. And it's Jesus Christ, the black Messiah. That's who blood we got running through our veins. We don't even know it. Watch this. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Read verse 25.
Verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
Watch this. Matter of fact, how did our ancestors get over here to the shores of America? What means the transportation? Airplanes, cars, donkeys. What was it? When you watch the movie 12 Years a Slave or Django, how did our ancestors get over here? Get transported? On what? Slave ships. Remember we came through on slave ships? Read verse 68.
Verse 68.
They're going to show you that this is a history book and not religion.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now Egypt is synonymous with some. It said the Lord will bring thee into Egypt again. The key word is again. Because if you hear the story of Moses and parting the Red Sea, and the Israelites walking through the Red Sea, that was us. The people that were with Moses in the Red Sea. That was our forefathers, our people. Now when Moses parted the Red Sea, we walked out of the land of Egypt. We didn't go back. So the land Egypt is synonymous for some. Read what you got.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous for house of bondage, meaning another word for slavery. So go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Or slavery again with what?
With ships.
How did our people get over to the shores of America? With cargo slave ships. Cargo slave ships. And what we read is it? What we just got to read that of? The Holy Bible. All our history right here. Only thing we got to do is open it up and acknowledge that we are the people of this book. Everybody on the planet Earth got a history book except us. They give us this book as religion. No, this is our book of the law.
That's right.
Give me that in Baruch right fast. Hold Deuteronomy 28. Give me Baruch 4:1. Watch this. This how you know our people ain't living out here. This scripture right here gonna let you know right now that our people ain't living out here. Our people walk around spiritually dead. Why you think they make TV shows like The Walking Dead or Zombies? Yeah, that's our people. When our people get drunk and high as hell out here, how they walk around? Like The Walking Dead or like zombies. Read what you got.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. I already know what's called. I got y'all.
This is the book of the commandments of God.
What is this?
This is the book of the commandments of God.
This right here is the book of the commandments of God. We don't know what your pastor teaching, but we're teaching it out of the book of the commandments of God. So if this is the book of the commandments of God, what we supposed to be teaching out of it? The commandments of God.
That's right.
They ain't doing that in church. Guess what they giving you in church? A sermon, a feel-good message. You got a toothless pastor up there. Toothless pastor telling you all type of lies. Telling you all type of lies. But at the end of the day, guess what our people do? They'll pay their pastor because the only thing our people like to do, they like to feel good things. The Bible ain't here to make you feel good. The Bible here to let you know what you're doing wrong and what you need to do to get it right. Keep reading.
And the law that endured forever.
In the what?
And the law that endured forever.
Guess what? God's laws endure forever. We got to keep the laws of God. That's the only way we going to prosper as a nation of people. Collectively, as a nation of people, bro, we destroyed as hell. Because just this past week, we done had down there 10 killings in the city of Memphis. Just this past week alone. But guess what? Black lives matter. Black lives don't matter in the hood. Want to know why? Because we've been taught and conditioned to hate one another. Watch this. Go back to Deuteronomy 28. Watch this. Because you remember the civil rights movement, right? We had our people had a plan to go against the enemy. But we actually had a plan to go against the enemy. You remember the civil rights movement? We had a plan to go against our enemies, right?
Verse 25.
How you doing, sis? We showing our people who they are according to the Bible.
Not good.
You not good?
Not good.
I'm gonna show you.
But it's not about, wait a minute, it's about a young man over there that is a good manager. And do you know the people that hired him? He is a manager. And they didn't have enough white tape by which when you purchase something, they didn't even have enough to print it out on the tape. Pray for him doing these guys.
Look, watch this, sis. Don't walk out, look. This is our history right here. This is our history. Read this, Deuteronomy 28:25.
Verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
Now, don't we get killed by the hands of our enemies daily on a daily basis? We've been seeing that on national TV, right? It said the Lord gonna cause us to be killed before our enemies. It didn't say friends. Why in 2017, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't know we have enemies? Why don't we know we have enemies?
That's right.
Why don't we know that? Because they want us to love all other nations and hate each other. Because this right here, this the root on black crime. Who is that right here?
Like that.
Who is this?
That's Caesar Washington.
Yeah.
No way, no way.
So this is black on black crime. Because we know that ain't who. We know this ain't Jesus Christ, right?
That's right.
Caesar Washington.
Yeah.
He's an enemy.
Yeah, he's an enemy. But why our people don't know that?
The image of the beast.
Yeah, but why our people don't know that?
I don't know.
Because we collectively, we have been destroyed as a nation of people, and the white man has been what? The white man programmed this.
Look what you got on, Native American.
Look, the white man
Native
programmed this.
American, look what you got on. You got purple, that's amethyst.
Purple is royalty.
That's right.
Jesus Christ died in what? A purple garment. You see our people? We try to uplift our people, and the only thing you can try to think about is on how to bring your people down. And you're an older sister in the neighborhood. Watch this, sister.
Take care of yourself, Revelation.
Listen to this, young bro. Listen to this. You see what she doing? Listen to this. Let me show you what the older women's supposed to be doing. And this why the young girls out of order. Now let me guess, you speaking in tongues now.
That's right, and you ain't got him. He wouldn't go over there and stand before that store and said, God, you made us all. Make them give him his material. He's a manager. And he is not low down. He's just like you, young like you.
Yeah, he young like me, but he ain't keep the commandments like you.
That's right.
The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3. Let me show you your role.
The aged woman.
You're an aged woman.
Likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness.
You're supposed to be holy out here.
Not false accusers.
Not false accusers. Read.
Not giving too much wine.
Not giving too much wine. Come on.
Teachers of good things.
You're supposed to be a teacher of good things. Read.
That they may teach the young women.
Your job is to teach the young women that's out here. That's the problem. We don't know our roles in the black community. The black woman don't know her role, and the black man don't know his role. That's why the black woman feel like she can talk against the black man. Look at her across the street talking. Look, guess what we gonna do? We gonna continue to teach the young man that wants to know his nationality. We gonna teach him. You've been on the planet long enough to know your nationality, and you still have not learned it. Why? Because that's how much you hate God.
That's right.
You got a young brother that's sitting over here, been sitting over here 25 to 30 minutes in this cold weather with no problem. And y'all be scared to stop for 5-10 minutes to listen in your car. That show you how much you hate God.
That's right.
But the first thing you say on your Facebook page is you washed in the blood of the Lamb and you Holy Ghost filled. Read what you got.
To be sober, to love their husband.
See, you see what the older women supposed to be doing? They're supposed to teach the younger women on how to love their husbands. Why? Because the black woman don't love the black man no more. That's why she'll easily get pregnant by a dude and won't even tell him when she had a baby, or she won't even tell him she done had an abortion. Read.
To love their children.
To do what?
To love their children.
Our black women don't even love their children no more. Hell, they rather throw their kids off on grandma to go to the club Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. And you leave the baby over at grandma's house with one pamper and one pair of clothes. Why? Because you want to go out there and be a whore.
That's right.
Read.
To be discreet.
To be what?
To be discreet.
To be discreet. Read.
Chaste. Keep us at home.
Our women got to learn to be at home. Our women turn up more than the men now. Read.
Good. Obedient to their own husband.
These women ain't obedient to their husbands. Hell, look how the women act towards the black man.
That's right.
Talking about obedient. You want to know who they obedient to, bro? This who they obedient to. This who the black woman obedient to. The white man, because that's who's her God. That's who's her God. That's who she idolizes. The white man. Who give our black woman everything in America? The white man. Who give our women Section 8? Who give me BT? That's why they spoil. And guess what else? And guess what else the white man gave them? I'm your savior. I'm your savior. I'm your savior. You ain't gotta worry about that black man. That's why she don't see you. That's why the black man don't have an image in the church. Hell, you ain't even got an image in your own house. Why? Because the black woman got what on her mind? The white man. Who you think you praying to at night, black woman? You praying to this devil right here. This the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And in 2017, it amazes me with how much technology and information out here. It amazes me how in our people's minds, they still think to themselves that God is this color. 2017 now. 2017. We are the only race of people that don't have a God that look like them. The Chinese, they got Buddha that look like them. The East Indians, they got Krishna that looks like them. Hell, the Muslims, they follow Muhammad. He was a camel driver. But everybody gods look like them except who? Except us. When you come to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, this your God. This your God. This your God. And this the root of black on black crime. Why do you think we treat each other the way we do? Because when the neighborhood, who the safest person in the black neighborhood? Would it be the brother with the wrong color on, or a white man with a white man just walking up and down the street with no power? The white man. Why? Because we hate each other that much. We got to come back to this Bible and understand that we are the Israelites. That we are God's chosen people. Watch this. Go back to Deuteronomy 28. How you doing, young bro? How you doing, sir? You know what we're doing? All praise. Teaching our people who they are according to the Bible. Go back to Deuteronomy 28. Start at verse 49.
Just the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
A nation against thee from far, read.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flight.
That's talking about the what? That's talking about the Spaniards. That's talking about the Spaniards because they came from one end of the earth to this side of the earth and did what? And set the northern kingdom of Israel and put the northern kingdom of Israel in slavery in 1492. And how do we know that? Because of the Bible. And where is that history at? On the back of your dollar bill. You got a dollar bill? Who got a dollar bill out here? Showing the eagle that's on the back of the dollar bill. Watch this. Read that part again.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
It said as swift as the eagle flies. What's the symbol for America? What's the symbol for America? The eagle, right? Guess what the symbol for Greece was? The eagle. Guess what the symbol for the Spaniards was? The eagle. The Romans, the eagle. And now America, they got the what? They got the eagle. Because the eagle is the bird that what? That preys on the rest of the smaller birds. The eagle is the big bird that prey on all the small birds. What you think America do? They the strongest country on earth. And what does America do? They prey on all the other little countries and take their natural resources, their minerals, and everything like that. That's what America does. It says as swift as the eagle flies. We know this Bible true book. Now watch this, read.
As swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Because when the Spaniards came, our people, the northern kingdom, did not understand the language. Why? Because we spoke Hebrew. That's why we didn't understand the British and the Europeans that came and got us and put us in slavery. Because now we speak what language? English. Are we from England? Are we a descendant of that people? Why are we speaking the language? Because of captivity. Because of captivity. It says a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. We did not understand that language. Read on.
A nation of fierce countenance.
They are cold-hearted. Read.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Guess what? They ain't care how old you was in the cotton fields. They don't care how young you was in the cotton fields. You see what I'm saying? How you doing, bro? You know what we doing? Showing out people who they are according to the Bible, because we are the only people on the planet Earth that don't know who they are. We the only people on the planet Earth that don't know their nationality. When we ask our people that about their nationality, we get religious answers like I'm a Catholic. Who are we as a nation of people? Who do we descend from? Who are our ancestors and our forefathers? It's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And your Savior is Jesus Christ, the black Messiah.
You better know it.
Now watch this, read what you got.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
We finna show you. He ain't care how old you was, and he ain't care how young you was. What's this in this picture right here? Come here. Now, when you look at this picture that's in the cotton field right here, what you see in that picture? Now, what you see? And what else? Who else right there?
I don't know, I don't see nobody else. I see cheerleaders.
You see who?
Women and cheerleaders.
And who? Children. Guess what you would have been doing? Picking the hell out of cotton.
That's right.
Picking the hell out of cotton. Guess what? This happened to our people, and it's prophesied that it was going to happen to us in the book of Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 16, because we broke God's commandments. Watch this. Go. You in Deuteronomy 28, right? Go now to verse. Watch this. What verse I want? I want verse 37.
Verse 37.
Watch this.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
It said, now we were going to become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations. Now watch this. What's a byword? What's a proverb? Oh, it's a wise saying. What are some wise sayings against Negroes? You want to have something from a Negro, do what? Put in the book. A Negro love what? Chicken. Negro love what? Watermelon. All of these are bywords. Are proverbs. But what's a byword? A byword is being called something outside your nationality or a nickname or pet expression. What are some bywords that they have gave us?
Picking in something like that.
Okay.
I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. What's your last name?
Mitchell.
Who?
My last name is Mitchell.
It's a byword.
I know that.
What's your last name? Who? Jones. That's a byword. Because guess what? Your last name, you can trace it back to who? Your slave master.
That's right.
The slave master. It's a byword. It was prophesied it was going to happen to us. In the book of Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 16, guess what? It said among all nations.
So our brothers in China, what last name you think they got? Jun Tong. Brother in China calling themselves Jun Tong. You see what I'm saying? Like our Hispanic brothers and sisters. You got Hernandez, Rodriguez, Lopez. Yeah. These are the same damn people in Spanish conquistadors that took over the northern kingdom of Israel. Who are we? We don't know. Why? Because we do not what? Pick up a book and read it. The only books we like to read, ESPN, Jet magazines, and things like that. We'll pick up books like, hey man, bro, you got this Steve Harvey book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman. All these ignorant things. Or have people that listen to Kevin Hart, D.L. Hewlett. That show you the mindset of our people. They think these men was comedians for 10 and 12 years. Now you think they social activists. Right. Now they the voice for the black people. Hey, you think white people gonna take them serious? Right. No, cause they done done what? They done made me laugh and entertain me for 12 years. Why the hell would I take him serious? And we the only people that don't help each other out. Because look at all our black people, entertainers and athletes with all this money. Because in world poverty for our people, and we came together collectively as a nation of people and loved our neighbors, we loved ourselves. We don't do that though. Why? Because we ain't got the love of Christ in us. That's what's missing. The love of Christ. Read what you got. Read verse 31.
Verse 31, the ox shall be slain before thine enemies, before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face.
Now watch this. Our Indian brothers, right? Our Indian brothers, their main source of meat was oxen, buffalo, and things like that, right? What did the white man do? The white man killed 1 million buffalo a year to starve the Indians out. Why? Because their main source of meat was buffalo, oxen, and bison. And the things they used for clothing was what? Buffalo, oxen, and bison also. This one right here. Don't you know these are our Native American brothers and Hispanic brothers right here? What do they have on? They have on the same thing we have on right now, right? They've been knowing who we are. Because out of all nations, right, why did they come get the blacks from the west coast of Africa to put in slavery? Why they ain't gonna get the Chinese? Right. Why they ain't gonna get the Japanese? Why they ain't gonna get the East Indians? Why? They knew you were God-chosen people. All nations know you God-chosen people except you, black man. We the only people on the planet Earth that don't even know who we are. Look at this. How did they know the word is? How did they know the word is? This show you right here, the Bible has always been here. The Bible has always been here. But guess who always been here too? Our enemies to do what? To tamper with our people's mind. Because the white man never tampered with the book. He tampered with our people's mind by what? Restricting you from reading and writing for 300 years. And then when he restricted you from reading and writing those 300 to 400 years, he taught you everything he wanted you to know. So guess what he taught you? He taught you Moses was white. He taught you Jesus Christ was white. He taught you the 12 apostles was white. He taught you the angels of God was white. When you read the Bible and open the Bible, everybody in this book is a black man.
That's right.
Moses, a black man. Job, Isaiah, Jeremiah. And the most important person, your Savior, Jesus Christ, is a black man.
Yes, right.
And if our people knew that collectively as a nation of people, we'll know how to treat each other better. Right. But until then, until we implement God laws in our communities, we gonna continue to hate each other. We gonna continue to black on black crime. The black man gonna continue not marrying a black woman. Read.
Verse 31. Thy ox shall be slain before thy eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee.
So that's showing you right there, black man, you ain't gonna get no 40 acres in a mirror. Only thing you need to do is repent and turn back to God's laws as the Israelites. Read.
Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand.
Watch this.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
Who was that nation? Who was that nation? Who was that nation? Who did our people work for sun up to sundown and pick cotton? How did America get rich? By free what? By what? And what did we just read that from? The Holy Bible.
That's right.
The Bible is our history book. It shows you what happened to our people. Why? Because we disobedient to our God. It's time for us to know who we are in the land of our captivity. That we are the Israelites.
That's right.
You ain't an African American. You ain't a Haitian. You ain't a Jamaican. You ain't an Indian. You are God's chosen people.
That's right.
Yeah, they know. That's why they do everything in their power to make you go against God's laws.
That's right.
Read.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
We spoiled every day. We crushed in the streets of America every day, and we spoiled. How were we spoiled? They took our heritage, our language. They took all these things from us. But what's another way they spoiled us? Like I said, government assistance, EBT, things of that nature. And they crushing us. How they crushing us? By putting out all these different laws and things like that for our people can continue to follow them and not follow the laws of God.
That's right.
Read.
So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
And you will actually have people come up here and ask us why you mad. Why you mad? Read that part again.
So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
So just like somebody asks you, "Hell, bro, why you mad?" Hell, I'm looking at the oppression of my people. That's why I'm mad. You see what I'm saying? We see the our people oppressed in the streets of America, and that makes us mad. So guess what we got to do? Instead of turning that into violence, guess what we turn it into? Come back to this Bible. Violence ain't gonna work. That's why it says in the Bible, the weapons of our warfare are not common, but mighty through God to pulling down strongholds. What's a stronghold over our people? Do you celebrate Christmas? Give me Jeremiah 10, verse 1.
Get out.
Hopefully after today, Christmas won't even be in your mind no more. It won't even be a thought in your mind no more. Because when has a white man ever came to the neighborhood and gave our kids gifts?
Yes.
The only time the white man comes to your neighborhood and the gift he gonna give you is called handcuffs.
That's right.
Them the gifts he give you. Handcuffs. The white man will not come to your neighborhood and bring you gifts. He will come to your neighborhood and put them handcuffs on you. That's your gift. And your gift gonna come when you go to court and they slap them 25 years on you. Read what you got.
This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1.
Listen to this.
Hear ye the words which the Lord spaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
You hear that? He's speaking to the children of Israel. Watch this, bro.
Thus says the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
He said, first of all, you don't need to learn the way of the heathen. Watch this.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathens are dismayed of them.
Watch this.
For the customs of the people are vain.
Now this custom of the people is vain, meaning what's the word vain mean? Mean lie.
That's right.
So the custom of this custom right here is a vain lie. Read.
Right.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Oh, what?
For one that cutteth a tree out of the forest.
The one that cut a tree out of the forest. If you gotta go cut a tree out of the forest, what holiday is they about to celebrate? Christmas, right? And they just said that custom is what? Vain, meaning a what? A lie. Watch this, read.
The works of the hands of the worksmith with an axe. They deck it with silver and with gold.
What do they decorate the Christmas tree with?
with silver and with gold.
What they decorate the Christmas tree with? Silver and gold. And they even got a song called what? Silver and gold. Read.
They fasten it with nails and with a hammer.
Back then, we used to have to put it on that tree stand, and we used to have to put them nails in it and hammer it down. Why? For it won't move and tilt over. But the white man's so crafty. He's so smart. He know how people lazy as hell. Guess what he done now? He got the artificial tree for you already that come with the lights on it. Read.
That it move not.
They what?
That it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must need be born.
Why? Because the trees can't get up and walk. The trees got to be carried. Read.
Because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them.
Because our people used to think back then that there was going to be cursed if we did not worship this holiday. But what holiday is it? It's Christmas. God said don't do what though? Don't learn the way of the heathen. That's the way of the heathen. We are supposed to be learning Christmas. Why? Because Jesus Christ was not born December 25th.
That's right.
Jesus Christ was not born December 25th, bro.
That's right.
Our people don't even know that. The middle of winter. Winter is what? Winter means a what? A dead state. Everything in the winter is dead. Jesus Christ was not born in the wintertime. Christ was born around March or April during the Passover. How do we know that? Because that's what the Bible says.
That's right.
That's what the Bible says. Read.
For they cannot do evil, neither also is it them to do good.
Watch this. Now go to Wisdom of Solomon 14 verse 12. I'm going to show you why this happened. Because don't you know our people spend how much? $1.2 trillion a year on Christmas alone. Think about that number, bro. $1.2 trillion. Not billions, $1 trillion on a holiday. That's fake as hell. Watch this. Read what you got.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12. For the division of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
So guess what our people in right now? They in spiritual fornication. Because that's what? That's idolatry. Read.
And the adventures of them, the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever.
Guess what? This wasn't here in the beginning. Christmas, that was never there in the beginning. Read.
For by the vain glory of men, they entered into the world.
By the vain what?
Glory of men, they entered into the world.
By the vain glory of men, that's how these holidays enter into the world. By who? The so-called white man. Read.
And there shall they come shortly to an end.
They got what?
And there, for they come shortly to an end.
Everything gonna come shortly to an end when Christ returns. You ain't gonna hear about no Christmas. You ain't gonna hear about Halloween. You ain't gonna hear about Thanksgiving. The 4th of July. You ain't gonna hear about none of that. Read.
For a father afflicted with humility mourning when he have made an image of his child.
Watch this. Watch this.
Soon take away. Now honor him as good as God.
Now that's what our people do when they go get them RIP shirts made. When they go get them shirts, them RIP shirts and all that made. You still in what? You still analyzing that person. Why? Because you not letting that person rest. Read.
Which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
Watch this.
Thus in process of time.
Thus in a process of time. Read.
Ungodly customs.
A ungodly custom did what?
Grown strong.
It has grown strong all over the world. You got Chinese celebrating Christmas. You got East Indians celebrating Christmas. This custom has grown strong all over the world that every nation celebrates Christmas. Read.
Was kept as a law.
Was kept what?
Was kept as a law.
Because they tell you to do what? It's Christmas time every year. They keeping this as a law. Read.
And graven image were worshipped.
And graven images are worship on Christmas. You know some of the graven images that worship on Christmas? got stars. Guess what else you got on Christmas though? The white man so smart. Guess what else he got? The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary. So why are people going right back into idolizing what? The Virgin Mary, and they're still making our people fall into what? The Immaculate Conception.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.